So welcome to the TinkerCAD lesson. So this will be my first lesson actually. So when you open TinkerCAD, you have to log in through Autodesk website, and I believe it's a web-based only program because I haven't seen a standalone version of it. So first I'm going to go for, let's say for example, if you are in design and you for whatever reason you went to Tinker and then you are in here, and the best way to come out, and I think the only way at the moment, is to click onto where it says the TinkerCAD dashboard. It brings you back and you click onto the circuits and create new. Okay. So once you are in this page, I believe what Autodesk does is it gives it some sort of name. Okay, so you could change that name. On the right hand side you will see your components list, and then it says basic, so you got most of the components that you need for basic circuit design. But you could also go all, click onto all, and then it gives you quite extended list. Some of these are really great stuff, like this microchip, the timer. We'll be seeing how we could use. I believe we got the H-bridge as well, yes, for motor control. And you got some dedicated microchip as well. Okay. So for this lesson, we're just going to see how we could actually code something, okay, using Arduino. So I'm going to drag and drop, sorry, I'm going to go for basic first, so to make it easy. And then I'm going to drag and drop Arduino Uno and a breadboard. So just to explain you how the breadboard works, these columns are 1. So if you see F to J is 1. So at the back of this breadboard, you have a strip of metal sitting, and so this will be one complete circuit. The positive and negative is arranged, it's on a row and instead of columns, so this is like all complete one line. Okay, so if you plug here something, or if you plug here something, they are all one line, okay, single line. Okay, so the first program we are going to write will be something to do with blink, to blink a light. I think that's kind of like a standard for Arduino. So you drag and drop your LED light. When you click onto the LED light, the LED property comes on. The color is red. You could change it to any color you want. And I want resistor as well. Resistor value at the moment is 1K, so 1000 kilo ohms. And if you want to rotate the resistor, there is an icon here for rotate, and every time you click, you will rotate. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this on my breadboard, and you could see when you bring it to the breadboard to the pin, your cursor becomes like a small magnet, so it will actually go and stick to those pins. Okay, so what we could do is we could say from here, this line goes to there. So you just click and click, and I want this to be straight, and I'll make this black, yeah, to represent the negative line. So from this point, I'll come out this way, go to all the way to the back. Okay, so if you want to make this also straight, by clicking, once you click onto the line, you get these points, and then you could click onto the points and hold your left key on your keyboard, and then you could drag it. And I'm going to change that color to black as well. Okay, so that represents negative. So we write a program to the Arduino. Anything that we write to the program goes out through these pins. So these are called pins. So really I want to come out of, let's say, number 2. It goes out, it goes this way, and I join to there. So I'll make this also straight. Okay, that's much better. So from number 2 it goes out through the green line in here, Oops, sorry, actually I made a mistake. This is supposed to be here because this is one line. So if I connect this, so from number 2 goes into this pin, and from that pin goes through the resistor, comes out of resistor, goes out this way, and there. That's it. That's much better. So that's my line for the green. I could change the color to anything I want. So now we need to write a code to the Arduino to operate. So the way we write code is if you click onto code, I don't like this block codes, and I want text, and you can say continue. And by default, it gives you this code. So this is the blink code. So really what I want to do is I don't want to use this. In fact, I'm going to write this code using Arduino because it makes a lot of sense to write the code in Arduino then, and then I'll paste it here. And the only reason is, if I actually undo this, can you see apart from void and the text value for the delay and the comments, everything else is black, and I don't like that. But if we use Arduino, then what happens is it gives me different colors, and you could see. So the first part of the Arduino, what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare something. Okay, so this will be, let me just do this, and then I'll paste this to the TinkerCAD. So I'm going to declare int, oops, sorry, not capital letters, small letter, int, and I'm going to say LED. So I'm saying there is LED this, and this will be equal to 2, and semicolon. So all I'm saying here is that I'm going to bring in something called LED. I call this LED, and this LED is going to be connected to number 2 via the positive sign. Okay, that's all. And maybe I'm going to bring one more LED actually, int LED1. So because I cannot give the same name, equal to maybe 3. Sorry, 3. Okay, so what we are saying is I'm going to bring one more LED at later stage, and this will be connected to number 3 for the setup. So I'm going to delete this line. So remember, you need to declare what you're going to bring in for the setup. For the setup, I'm going to say pin mode. Now watch what I've done. Pin mode is, M is capital letter, open brackets, and then I'm going to say LED, which is LED, this LED, comma, output in capital letter. Yeah? Oh God. And then close the brackets with semicolons. And then I'm going to say pin mode. Oh God, there you go, I started now. Pin mode. You know I do this. Pin mode. And open the bracket LED1, or that's it, yeah. And this is going to be output. Okay. That's it, that's good. So what I am saying here for the setup is pin mode. Pin mode is, I'm saying is, these are called pin modes. Okay. Pin mode LED. So what's LED? LED is an output. So LED is on number 2, and number 2 is going to be an output. So what Arduino does is you write a program, you read the program, what I'm going to write here, and you'll send it to number 2 as an output. If I say it's an input, Arduino will be waiting for some sort of instruction to come in, but right now it's going out. Okay, so that's done for the loop part. For the loop part, the first thing I'm going to say is write something. So I want to write something here to number 2. So the way to write is called digital write. Digital, W-R-I-T. So watch what happens. Digital is capital, small letter. Write, W starts with capital letter, just like M. Digital write, okay, to whom? Open bracket, LED, yeah, the first LED, hi, H-I-G-H, and semicolon. and then delay. So delay by how much? 1000 milliseconds, okay? And then digital right again, digital. What did I miss? Digital, okay, that was okay. Digital, okay. And then in this case, LED, comma, low. And then delay by 1000 milliseconds, okay. So all we are saying is digital write to the number 2, make it high. Okay, high means turn it on. For how long? Turn it on for, delay means in this case is whatever you have done here, wait for it, delay, don't do anything else. For how long? For 1 second. And then digital write, LED low. Then write low for how long shall I hold this? For 1 second. And then the system, because it's a loop, it goes back again and again and again. And that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and paste this. And guys, do not forget the curly brackets and semicolons and so on. So I'm going to copy this. And the next we're going to see more program in a minute. And I'm going to paste this in here. And you will see how the color is very dull now. Like, there you go. So digital write was supposed to be in orange, but it's not. In Arduino, what you need to do really is to see if your code is okay. You need to click on to verify. It will ask you to save, but you say no. So when it asks you to save, you say cancel, no. And it will verify for you. If the program is okay, it will come back and say compiling is completed. Okay, so it's done. So now I could actually simulate that, and then you should see, okay, there you go. It's on for 1 second and it's off. It's on for 1 second, it's off. What I could do is I could change that to 2 seconds on and then 1 second off. So 2 seconds is on, then 1 second is off. Okay, so that's it. That's and if you want to see the brightness of this, if you wanted to make it this bright, you could actually reduce the 0.5. Yeah, so it will be slightly bit brighter. Okay. So what you have done is you just created your first code. So let's see if we could actually create one more LED onto this number 3. But this time is going to be hopefully straightforward, because I'm going to bring one more LED connected to this line. Remember, this is all now negative. Yeah. And this, I'm going to make this into, I don't know, orange. No, sorry. This has to be black because it's gone to the negative. And I'm going to go out from here, out this way, out this way, out this way, and connect this. And to make it look nice and neat, I would rearrange this nicely this way. And I'll change that to orange. Okay, does it make sense now? Ooh, I was supposed to go through resistor, but it still should work. Let's look at the code now. What can I do? Okay, in here I could copy this whole thing, copy and paste. Here I just type 1, here I type 1. So the first LED comes on, and then the second LED goes off. Sorry, the first LED goes off, and the second LED comes on, and the second LED goes off, and then that's it. So this one will come on for 2 seconds, you'll go off, and then this will come on for 2 seconds, and then it will go off, and then continues. This will be slightly more brighter because I'm not using resistor, but in the real world, you should use resistor. In fact, shall we use resistor? It will work, but I will blow up. So, okay, let me just show you. It should work. LED low, so why? LED 2. There's no LED 2. Can you see that? The name is wrong. It's all LED 1. So this was supposed to be 1. That was supposed to be 1. Okay, that's why it wasn't working. So there you go. It's on for 2 seconds, off, and then it's on. There you go. There's the maximum current. Can you see that? And really, there you go. It says that's too much. What I should do is delete, well, bring in resistor, because we don't want. Okay, so I could do this, and what's going to happen is from here it goes in there, and from here okay, from here I could go in there and change that to orange. So really what I've done is I brought this, and this really what I should do is, okay, something like that. So same thing, so it goes through this, and so I will not see that. Okay, so that's much better. So no more. And really, if you want, what you could do is you could select this and make this also 0.25. So it's brighter, but at least you don't have the issue of blowing up. Yeah, there you go. So the red LED is on. So I hope you understand how you could write a really basic program that will actually blink light using TinkerCAD. So we need to stop before we modify. And in the next tutorial, we are going to see how we could start creating using buttons and sensors and so on and so on. So the first one was just to show you how you write. Really, as long as you understand this part, so how you declare. First, I declare two things, in this case, LED 1 and LED 2. So that was 1 and 2. Why am I saying 1 and 2? LED and LED 1, okay? And I put them on the pin number 2 and 3, so I just decided. So you could decide anywhere you like. You could also use this part, but this is for analog, okay? So we'll see how we could use the analog pins as well. And in Arduino, you need to then declare, once you declare, you need to create a setup. Setup is all about how you're going to use what you brought in. Sometimes we might declare non-tangible object, okay? So these two lights are tangible, you could touch them physically, but you could also create something that non-tangible stuff. So we will see that as we go along in the next few tutorials. Then what you could write is void loop. On the loop, you start off with a curly bracket. I said digital write LED high, then delay by 1000 milliseconds, and then digital write LED low, delay by 1000 seconds. Anyway, this is your first lesson. We will see how we can create more lessons in the next few lessons. I might.